Happy Monday, practice community members, and welcome to your Monday message. So this week's message is actually an answer to a question that I have been getting a lot from all over my business, clients, students, community members, people who are subscribers to my email. And the question is a really simple question, but it's one that when I find myself answering over and over and over, why not make a video? And then I can just send people to the video in the future. So hopefully, if this is a question that you have inside of your own practice, then you get a little bit of insight into it today. Okay, the question is this. People ask me, Andrea, do you believe or not believe in putting your prices on your website? That's the question. Super simple question, but I can see how it can hold us back if we don't have a clear answer or just some good guidance from someone else who's been doing it for a while, why we do or don't put our prices on our website. Okay, here's my short answer. Do I believe in putting prices on your website? 100%. I believe in what I call fee transparency. But let me give you a little bit of the why, because it isn't just a matter of principle. It's not just a matter of I want to be transparent and I want to be open and honest and I'm nothing to hide. And while that is true, and I do believe in my pricing and I believe in my position in my industry and I believe in what I charge, there's more to it than just the value that I hold for my work. There's also some behavior going on. There's some human behavior when it comes to pricing and when it comes to not being transparent about our pricing that may be keeping people from actually connecting or reaching out to you. So here's why I like having my fees completely open for anyone to see or read or have access to whenever they want. And if you go on my website to any program of any variety, you're going to see the price all over. So here's why. When we hide our prices, a couple things happen in the brain that you may not be aware of. And maybe if you can take yourself through this next scenario I'm going to share as the client, you'll go, oh yeah, that's totally what I've done. So if you've done this, your clients are doing this, and we don't want to do this to them or to ourselves. So when something is hidden on a website, we create, unbeknownst to us, what's called an open loop. And here's why it's an open loop. If you have a product page or a program page, you know, we're pretty open about what's on there, right? There's going to be descriptions of the program or product, why we created it, what positions us as the expert to teach that program or product. There's probably going to be some details about what it includes, you know, what you get, the logistics, the time frame, the solutions, the benefit statements. You're probably also going to see testimonials from people who have taken the program or have worked with that person, and it's all out there. Well, the next natural step in the brain's mind, if we're looking at a program page with that kind of process that we can predict, we're looking for the price. I guarantee it. If you've ever scrolled any practitioner's website on a product page, are you or are you not looking for the price? You're looking for the price. So when we don't find the price, there's an open loop. And the brain does one of two things, especially when it comes to money. Number one, it perceives the inability to access your pricing as a threat. And here's why. Because money is scary. It's a scary thing. And when it comes to money as a commodity and something that we readily hand over or receive from people, something that has a lot of emotional charge, something that most people don't talk about, even though we touch it every single day, and we actively hide that from somebody, we may or may not receive that information as distrustful. And when we don't trust that we're not able to receive that information and that loop around, well, what's the cost gets opened, the client doesn't actually stick around to answer it, which, you know, the website then will say something like, contact me for pricing. Well, they're probably not going to contact you. It's too vulnerable of an ask, because if it's too high, you've created unnecessary shame spiral. And if it's too low, well, they might be excited about that, or they might be confused by it. So the pricing needs to be a part of that equation. And so we don't need to create open loops. We don't need to create fear in our clients or in our students by hiding the pricing from them. The second piece of that is this, that when we hide our pricing, we are creating less clients. And here's why I believe that, because less people will contact you to get your pricing than if you had transparent prices and someone just decided they couldn't afford you and they walked away. And here's the rebuttal that I often hear to that. Well, Andrea, if I don't have my prices, or if I do have my prices, better yet, and someone chooses to not hire me because they think it's too much, when if they just got on the phone with me, I could sell them into it and upsell them and create a lot of value, then they'd pay whatever. Well, yes and no. Probably no, because if you're not being transparent, the amount of energy that person has to overcome to even get on the phone with you, and then I guarantee half of the conversation they're having with you about your product is them wondering, when are they going to tell me the price? How much does it cost? I don't want to get too involved. I don't want to share too much. What if I like it? What if I can't afford it? And if someone gets on the phone with you and is afraid that they can't actually follow through and hire you, they're not going to be honest. They're not going to give you their full story. There's no way that that's a safe enough space for them to actually digress into the work that they need to create the value that they would then hire you for. So here's the alternative. Put your prices up. Will some people not contact you because of it? Yes. More people aren't contacting you because they're not up, though. So will some people not contact you? Absolutely. There's already people not contacting you. It's a moot point. But will more people contact you because they will self-select in their mind the capacity to find space for that price? Yes, they will. Let them. And then when you're on the phone and they have a range and they have some context for how much you charge, then we can create value within the range. Maybe they came in thinking, I'm going to sign up for the lowest program, but they know this other one exists. And then through the context of the conversation or through the relationship that you have over time with them, they start to self-select into other programs. So don't let the pricing not being available be the first barrier to entry to what should be a fully transparent experience, especially if you're in service. There's my 2 cents. So that's why. So do I believe in fee transparency? 1000%. I have changed my mind on a lot of things in my business over the years because I, just like you, it's all trial and error. Sometimes things work and I'm like, yes, that's the way. And sometimes they stop working. I'm like, maybe that wasn't the way. But when it comes to pricing, I have never wavered on this. And I believe wholeheartedly in my bones. And I've only seen good things come from it when pricing is a readily available piece of information that your website and your business provides upfront. No hidden agenda. Zero, zilch, nada. Got it? All right. So if you don't have your pricing on your website, look into it. What are the fears? What are you concerned about? Why not? Are you changing it a lot? Are you afraid people are going to walk away? Did someone tell you that's not what people do? Well, that's what I do. So, and if you do have your pricing on your website, awesome. Keep it there. I highly recommend it. All right. That is my message for Monday. Happy fee hunting, and I'll see you guys in the community. Bye.